Have you ever stopped and asked yourself a simple question? What would your life look like if you were fully present? Not distracted, not chasing approval, not trapped in endless overthinking, but truly present. Imagine waking up every morning with clarity, knowing exactly what deserves your attention and what doesn't. Making decisions without guilt, without fear, without constantly worrying about what other people think. The truth is that most people are alive, but very few are awake. They move through life on autopilot. They spend years trying to satisfy everyone around them while slowly abandoning themselves. They chase validation. They chase recognition. They chase acceptance. And somewhere along the way, they lose themselves. That's why so many people feel exhausted, not because they're working too hard, but because they're giving their energy to the wrong things. They wake up every day feeling stuck inside the same cycle. The same worries, the same habits, the same frustrations, year after year. But today, I want to offer you a different path, a simple path, a powerful path, a path that begins with one decision. Choose yourself, not out of selfishness, but out of self-respect. The Stoics understood this over 2,000 years ago. While everyone else was looking outward for approval, they looked inward for strength. They understood that the quality of your life depends on the quality of your mind. And everything changes the moment you stop abandoning yourself. The first lesson is simple. Stop trying to please everyone. Most people don't even realize they're doing it. They adjust their opinions to avoid criticism. They hide their true thoughts to avoid rejection. They change who they are so others will accept them. At first, it seems harmless. But over time, something dangerous happens. You become a stranger to yourself. The more approval you seek, the further you move away from who you truly are. Think about it. How many decisions have you made simply because you wanted someone else to approve? How many times have you stayed silent when you should have spoken? How many times have you betrayed your own values just to fit in? The Stoics warned against this because the opinions of others are unstable. One day they praise you. The next day they criticize you. One day they support you. The next day they forget you exist. If your confidence depends on their approval, your peace will never last. Marcus Aurelius understood that your worth is not determined by the crowd. Your worth comes from your character, your actions, your principles, not from applause, not from validation, not from social approval. Imagine a tree standing alone in an open field. The wind pushes against it from every direction. The storms arrive. The seasons change. Yet the tree continues growing. It doesn't ask the wind for permission. It doesn't beg the storm to stop. It simply grows deeper roots. Your life should be the same. Stop asking for permission to become who you are meant to be. The second lesson is just as important. Protect your attention. We live in a world that is constantly fighting for your focus. Every notification, every headline, every social media feed, every distraction. Someone is always trying to capture your attention, and attention is one of the most valuable resources you possess. Because wherever your attention goes, your life follows. Most people don't lose their potential overnight. They lose it one distraction at a time. 5 minutes become 20, 20 become hours, hours become years, and eventually they wake up wondering where their life went. The Stoics believed that clarity comes from focus. A scattered mind creates a scattered life. A focused mind creates direction. That's why Marcus Aurelius wrote that we should stop wasting time discussing what a good person should be and simply become one. In other words, Less consumption, more action, less distraction, more presence. Every day, ask yourself, does this deserve my attention, or is it simply stealing it? Because not everything deserves access to your mind. The modern world profits from your distraction, but your future depends on your focus. The third lesson is one that most people avoid. Take responsibility. Responsibility is not punishment. Responsibility is power. The moment you blame everything on circumstances, you give away your ability to change. You blame your environment. You blame your past. You blame other people. You blame bad luck. And while some of those things may be real, none of them can improve your life. Only your actions can do that. The Stoics understood that we cannot control external events, but we can control how we respond. Think of your life as a ship crossing the ocean. You cannot control the weather. You cannot control the waves. You cannot control the wind. But you can control the helm. You can choose your direction. And that changes everything. The strongest people are not those who never face difficulties. They are the people who refuse to surrender responsibility during difficult times. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I do about it?" That single question can transform your entire life, because every time you take responsibility, you take back control, and control creates confidence. The fourth lesson is often ignored. Protect your emotional energy. Imagine a diver exploring deep underwater. He may be surrounded by incredible beauty, but if he runs out of oxygen, none of it matters. Your emotional energy works exactly the same way. Many people spend their emotional energy carelessly. They argue with strangers. They obsess over criticism. They replay old conversations. They worry about things they cannot change. And by the end of the day, they feel mentally exhausted. Not because life was difficult, but because they wasted their energy. Epictetus taught that what harms us is not events themselves. It is our reaction to them. Every unnecessary argument drains you. Every pointless conflict drains you. Every obsession drains you. Protect your energy. Not every criticism deserves a response. Not every battle deserves your attention. Not every opinion deserves space in your mind. Sometimes silence is the strongest response. Sometimes walking away is the wisest choice. And sometimes preserving your peace is more important than proving your point. Because the strongest people are not the ones who react to everything. They are the ones who choose carefully what deserves their energy. And that choice can completely transform your life. The next lesson may be one of the most uncomfortable. Learn to be alone. Many people spend their entire lives running from silence. They surround themselves with noise, music, television, social media, constant conversations, endless distractions. Not because they enjoy them, but because they are afraid of what they might discover if they were left alone with their own thoughts. The Stoics saw solitude differently. They saw it as training. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself that the greatest refuge is within. Not in another person, not in another place, not in another achievement. Within. Because the person who cannot be alone will always depend on something outside themselves. And dependency creates weakness. When you are comfortable in your own company, something powerful happens. You stop begging for attention. You stop chasing people who do not value you. You stop forcing relationships that no longer belong in your life. You stop looking for others to fill a void that only you can fill. True confidence is not the ability to stand in a crowd. It is the ability to stand alone without feeling lost. Spend time with yourself. Sit in silence, reflect, observe your thoughts, listen carefully. Because there is wisdom inside you that can only be heard when the noise finally disappears. The next lesson is one that can completely change your future. Cut out the habits that weaken you. Most people believe their life is shaped by major decisions, but life is usually shaped by small habits repeated every day. The extra hour wasted scrolling, the excuse that gets repeated every morning, the comfort that slowly becomes addiction, the habit that seems harmless until years pass and you realize it has stolen your potential. Bad habits rarely arrive as enemies. They arrive disguised as comfort, as entertainment, as relief, as something small. But every habit is a vote for the person you are becoming. Every time you choose discipline, you strengthen your future. Every time you choose weakness, you reinforce a version of yourself that you do not want to become. Seneca understood this. He believed that true freedom begins when you are no longer controlled by your impulses. Think carefully. What habit is quietly weakening your life right now? What excuse keeps repeating itself? What behavior keeps you stuck? Be honest, because change begins with awareness. And once you identify it, cut it without mercy. Not tomorrow, not next month. Now. Your future self will thank you for it. The next lesson is simple, but very few people live by it. Choose what builds you. Every day you are feeding something. You are feeding strength or weakness, discipline or distraction, growth or stagnation. The question is not whether you are growing. The question is what direction you are growing in. Many people spend their days exhausted, busy, overwhelmed, constantly moving, yet somehow never moving forward, because activity is not the same as progress. The Stoics understood that energy must be invested wisely. Not everything deserves your effort. Not everything deserves your time. Not everything deserves your attention. Read things that challenge your thinking. Spend time with people who elevate your character. Train your body. Protect your sleep. Protect your mind. Protect your peace. Because what you repeatedly feed becomes stronger, and eventually, it begins to control you. The next lesson is one that most people never realize. You are living inside a story. Every person carries a story about themselves. Some stories create strength, others create limitation. Perhaps someone once told you that you were not good enough. Perhaps you failed at something important. Perhaps life hurt you. And over time, those experiences became part of your identity. You stopped saying, "I experienced failure," and started saying, "I am a failure." You stopped saying, "I was rejected," and started saying, "I am unworthy." The Stoics warned against this, because your mind adapts to the thoughts you repeat. Whatever story you tell yourself repeatedly becomes your reality, not because it is true, but because you begin acting as if it is true. Think about how powerful that is. The stories inside your mind are shaping your decisions every day. They influence your confidence, your relationships, your opportunities, your future. So ask yourself, what story am I repeating? Does it make me stronger, or does it keep me small? You cannot change the past, but you can change the meaning you give to it. And when you change the story, you change the direction of your life. The final lesson is perhaps the most important of all. Take the helm of your life. Many people spend years waiting for confidence, waiting for motivation, waiting for certainty, waiting for the perfect opportunity. But life never waits. While you hesitate, time continues moving forward. While you doubt yourself, the days continue passing. While you postpone action, your future is being written. The Stoics understood something most people forget. Indecision is a decision. Choosing not to act is still a choice. And often it is the most expensive choice of all. You do not need perfect conditions. You do not need guarantees. You do not need certainty. You need courage. The courage to move forward despite uncertainty. The courage to act before you feel ready. The courage to trust yourself. Imagine your life as a ship at sea. If nobody takes control of the helm, the current decides the destination. The same thing happens in life. If you do not consciously choose your direction, circumstances will choose it for you. Other people will choose it for you. Your fears will choose it for you. Your habits will choose it for you. And one day, you may wake up wondering how you ended up somewhere you never intended to go. Do not let that happen. Take ownership. Take responsibility. Take action. The future belongs to those who decide, not those who wait, not those who complain, not those who endlessly prepare, those who decide. And remember this: you do not need to change your entire life today. You only need to make one conscious decision. One decision to stop abandoning yourself. One decision to protect your attention. One decision to stop seeking approval. One decision to take responsibility. One decision to become stronger. Because every great transformation begins with a single choice. And that choice is available to you right now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not when life becomes easier. Right now. Focus on yourself. Protect your peace. Build your strength. Guard your attention. And stop wasting your life on things that do not deserve it. Because the life you want is not waiting somewhere in the future. It is being created by the choices you make today. If this message resonated with you, subscribe and join this community. Many people watch these videos every week without subscribing, but by subscribing, you help these ideas reach more people who need them. Leave a comment below and write, "I choose myself." And remember, the moment you stop abandoning yourself is the moment your life begins to change.